Big brother, it's big brother. It's my brother, it's your brother, it's our brother. It's his brother, it's her brother, it's their brother. On past the gravy, bro.
Well. Welcome to the circus, you bunch of clowns. It's
So
past
sorry.
the gravy, bro. And bless you, Allison. Bless you.
Yeah, unprofessional.
It's Allison announcing her presence here. It's Allison, Pat, and Alex holding things down tonight. We're going to be recapping the 5th eviction of Big Brother 24. We also have the HOH competition that is ongoing right now, the wall comp that we ended with going on. So do we just do we play the spoiler alert thing? We're going to do it. We're just going to do it because we may be telling you people that are falling off of the wall. So
You don't want to do it?
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! You're going to hear that a lot tonight, possibly.
Oh, they just got blessed with something pink.
Listen up, sheeple. Okay.
Oh my God.
Let's start with Daniel. Daniel had himself an episode tonight. Was he wearing a guy liner? Was he wearing guy liner? Because it looked like he was wearing a little guy liner.
I think he was.
Well, I mean, he's a performer.
bet.
I get it.
He's a rock
All right.
star.
I mean, we kind of discussed this in some spoilers as we led up to this episode. The last couple of, I believe even in the Sunday episode, we had this conversation a little bit. But Daniel trying to flip the votes to get himself saved and putting together the Leftovers Alliance. It was almost like it wasn't quite as exciting as Fezzi doing that in season 20, where he was like, wait, what if they had so-and-so do, and like he put together like each week somebody made a move and like he literally laid out how the season had played out and was like, oh, what if they're all working together? Like that was pretty much what Daniel did, although it was just like a hunch and like his.
Am I a puppet?
You big dumb puppet. I miss JC
so much.
Ashley said that Daniel sounded like an ass, and then Todd said because he is an ass. Enrique says, spoiler alert, the world is flat. Well, according to Big Brother now, wow. CBS trying to push their conspiracy theory agenda.
It's ridiculous.
At a time like this, when our country is so divided, we're pushing the fact that the earth is flat. You're trying to say that, CBS. Says a lot. But yeah, we got to see Daniel kind of he was a smart dumbass in tonight's episode, I would say, because he like figured out, oh hey, I've been on the wrong side of the vote every single time. These people seem like they're working together. Cool. But then the dumbass part was like, let me go tell Joseph all of the stuff I know so that Joseph can go tell them the exact same thing when I had just said that Joseph is working in this 7-person alliance. Now I'm going to try and rope Joseph in. Yes, you need the 5 votes. It was just like, what'd you think was going to happen with that, buddy?
I don't know. Indy just fell.
Indy is out. Well, we got to do spoiler alert. Hold on.
You already did.
Well, it's too late. Yeah, it was at the beginning.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler. Now you know. All right.
Sorry, I can't play it. So
Oh yeah, you should. Yeah, I wish you had the button.
Yeah,
Next time I'll give you the button.
I'll interrupt everything.
We'll do a hand signal. Just go like.
Exactly. Yeah, that's perfect. Do that every single time.
I will.
Single time. So yeah, we got Indy out of that. CBS has nothing on Pass the Gravy conspiracy theories. I agree with you, Kenya. You're right, but we're not a mainstream television network yet. We would push that narrative. Angela's pointing out that all the young people are left. Yeah, I mean, and Jasmine's out, but Jasmine, I guess, is old. I did write down a couple of notes on Jasmine, just how she was super cool. Like she was gimping around the entire time. Julie, you look better than a apple pie, fresh baked apple pie. And she limped into the whole like little walk-in area before you go do your vote, and then took 2 full steps perfectly to hug Indy, and then had to put her cane back down and then gimp into the thing. Like, we just watched you walk. We just watched you walk. You can't be doing this.
Do you think that it's a gimp or a limp? Do you think it's a gimp? Do you think that
It's
that
a
word
limp.
is
It's like
okay?
no,
I just couldn't tell with
so
how
it's like
you
I'm
were
not gonna
saying
call it a
if
limp
you
because it's like a
knew.
knot. It's like a fake limp.
Yeah,
It's a bad fake limp.
So
it
I don't
is.
want to
I
give it.
just didn't. You were.
I don't want to
using
do
it
that to the
so
word limp because
interchangeably.
that's not what it is.
Just checking.
The feeds are down now, by the way.
They're giving Michael narrator instructions
Oh.
because he's not saying
That's why I
things
keep going
out
down.
loud. I assume there was someone fell earlier and he didn't announce it until after, like 3 minutes after they had fallen.
Kenya thinks Jasmine needs to stop. We all think that. We all think that. Stop what you're doing and tell me if the comp was called Wallapalooza. That's from Pat, I believe.
No, not me. I was just wondering who did that. Somebody has access.
Emma. It might be Emma on the other room on there.
Okay, I was like, somebody has access to our fucking.
Ruh-roh.
It was me. Sorry. Yeah, she was in class during the episode, but no, it was not called Wallapalooza.
Who just went down?
Todd should be working for. Spoiler. Okay, hold on.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
No one went down.
I just watched Turner fall.
Oh, you. How am I behind? Turner's on my wall still.
Breaking news.
Oh, boom.
Weird. I got my feeds aren't.
I'm watching it straight on my phone.
Why? Yeah, mine says that I'm 53 seconds behind. I don't want that. All right, I just pressed live.
You're gonna want to catch up to that.
Yeah, I pressed live. We're good.
Terry wants to know who was voted out. It was Daniel that was voted out by an 8-1 vote. And man, like the sass was real. I felt like he did his whole like he had how many times has he called the house clowns? Like it was exactly like the Nicole thing where he was ramping it up, like can't split the check. There's only one winner. Or can't split the check. And he like said that all week in the house. And then like, this is my time to shine. I've been practicing this one. It's like, dude, it wasn't that great when you said it the first time. It's still not that great. And he was like, this is a circus. You guys are all a bunch of clowns. So listen to me, clowns. Vote me out unless you want this season to not be boring anymore.
He really thinks he did something with that. He really thinks that that was some legendary speech people are gonna be talking about because he did like
he compared himself to Dan Giesling.
Yes. Well, like I don't know if maybe Dan said that, but like when I think of an eviction speech being vote me out, I think of Dr. Will. But no, you are not there. You cannot say that you had to teach the house how to play.
Will reference with the phone.
Yeah, also, but like you cannot say that you're teaching.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
What do we got, Pat?
Looks like it is Joseph. Yep.
Yeah.
Joseph off the wall.
Sorry, it's on my phone, so it's like
it is. Small. It's down to Kyle and Taylor, who both really want it. Kyle wants the HOH bed so that he and Alyssa can fuck.
I kind of want the HOH bed for him.
I keep thinking there's more people on the wall, but it's just like
the paint.
Yeah, it's outlines of people where they got splattered by paint.
Like there's somebody still next to Kyle.
And like part of me just wants like Big Brother Twitter and Reddit and everything to get mad because like if Taylor doesn't win, somehow it's Kyle's fault that Taylor didn't win, and they'll be pissed. So it's like, let's just do that. Like let's let them be upset for another week. But yeah, I'd be excited for how Kyle HOH goes, and Kyle could really use it. But Daniel being like, look, guys, Michael has 5 comp wins. I'll say it again. He has 5 comp wins. Look, you guys haven't also been living in the house, and you definitely don't have brains to be able to count how many comp wins this guy has had. And it's like, dude, they totally all know that. They're just aligned with Michael, so they don't really give a fuck because he's working with them. And then Jasmine was mad that she was being like a letdown, but then everybody ended up like changing it at the last moment, so it wasn't necessarily like a blindside. I had kind of hoped like the way that like Big Brother did, like the CBS, this was all their reality shows where they like looped you into like maybe Joseph's gonna flip. There's a
lot of movement.
No way. No way.
Oh, this is happening. 10. 9.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Wait.
Brock says that it happened. Oh, there it goes.
Yep. You're
Kyle-
behind.
I'm sorry. It says I'm live. Yep.
Taylor is the new HOH, and Big Brother Twitter will rejoice.
This
now.
was the
William
fastest wall comp that has ever been.
I was gonna say, isn't it normally like they go for like an hour and a half?
Yeah, on average, somebody tweeted like an average of the like last 5, and the winner was up there for an hour and 17 on average. It's been
41 minutes.
40 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, ish, give or take.
That's sad.
And Michael
Did
probably
she hurt herself, or is she crying?
No, I think she was just
she's
like crying
laughing.
tears,
Okay.
and like Kyle was giving her a hug. And
Okay, good.
now there's puppies.
By the way, hi
so
Courtney.
good right
Thanks for texting me that things are happening because my feeds are behind.
So yeah, Daniel just making a fool of himself, did the whole clown speech, and then after that, like Joseph being like, hey, well, this clown votes to evict Daniel, and then Taylor being number 5 in the vote when you needed 5 votes. Taylor was technically the deciding vote. They let her do that on purpose, and she was very whatever she like. I joyfully vote to evict Daniel, and pretty a lot of sass thrown his way, and then a lot of sass thrown his way in the goodbye speeches. Michael did the idiot sandwich bit in his goodbye message, and then Daniel, I think much like Nicole, must have been tipped off at like, hey, may need to do a little damage control when you get out of the house. If
Taylor told him to his face that the world is not going to like you for what you've done.
Well, I feel like I was like, might want to nip that in the bud right off the bat too, because like he was like, I'm so excited. Yeah, ha 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 ha. It's hilarious. They're just owning me in all of these speeches. Ha ha. I can't. Yeah, I thought that was an alliance. It is an alliance. Ha ha. And then Julie was like, yeah. So fun fact about that alliance: it formed almost immediately after you called out Taylor and were considered a bully. And then they thought that they were at the bottom of the totem pole, so they all teamed up to go after you guys. And he was like, fuck, it's all my fault. It's all my fault.
Yeah.
Are you going to take
Pat? I wanted to eat his face in that moment. The face he made, I wanted to eat it. It was so good. So good.
But then, ha ha ha. Yeah, well, I can't wait to go home and watch it and then cheer them on.
We're going to be
so
best
excited
friends.
for them.
I'm going to go hang out with Paloma, who thinks I'm a creep. Ha ha. Bye.
When Julie asked him straight up, do you feel responsible at all for Nicole going home? And he was like, no, not even a little bit. No, that wasn't. I mean, yeah, I did it to her, and I could have had it not happen to her, and it was my decision. But no, not my fault. Don't feel bad about it.
I didn't put her directly on the block.
Oh yeah, no, it was because Michael put her up there. But she would have. God, he's such an insufferable prick.
Wasn't Monty?
Yeah.
Did it?
Or whatever. Yeah, Monty. Whoever.
Monty did, but I mean,
for a second, I also thought Michael. That's why I was clarifying.
I mean, Michael's won 5 competitions. I can't keep straight.
Did you know
which ones
I'll
it was?
say it again. 5. He's won 5.
I mean, to be fair, he's not wrong.
Right, but like everybody else in the house also knows that.
I mean, yes, but I do think that they still don't consider him a physical threat. I think that they still look at Joseph and Monty as the physical threats, even though Monty's only won one thing and Joseph hasn't won anything.
That was
perfect for Michael. It's a perfect combo for Michael. Kenya says, now I want Lays. The Taylor is HOH. You know that they're going to do a whole like HOH reveal for her room, and it's going to be like, oh, and I got Lays! And then she's going to be eating them again in the diary room. Like, just chalk that up as a Sunday segment we're going to have.
I need them to give her a comically large bag of Lays.
Like, only, like, there's like 12 family-sized bags of Lays.
It's like, she could get inside of it like a sleeping bag.
A Lay's sleeping bag.
A Lay's sleeping bag. Pollyanna says that just means that Daniel passed kindergarten because he can count to 5. Yeah, it's a great point. But can he count to 5 in Spanish? I don't think we know that yet. He should have done it in Spanish. That's Cinco competition wins.
I think he can. He's
probably
he's Hispanic.
That doesn't mean anything.
Hey, I don't see race, so
I work with Hispanic people that can't speak any Spanish, so it's not necessarily a correlation there.
I know, but based on him and his interviews beforehand, I do think he can. I'm just saying. But can he do it in French? No, I don't think he can.
I don't know if he can.
Okay.
Fair.
Only time will tell.
I can
Only
too.
time will tell. What else did you guys really have from the episode other than like Cidergate happened? But that was kind of just like
I slept
got
through the first
Muffingate
22
talked
minutes
about.
of it. So I can't add to any of that.
The only other thing I had was just I absolutely loved Kyle's speech. I mean, right away, athletic. So like you knew he wasn't going home anyway. But after Daniel did his whole thing, Kyle just stood up and was like, "Yeah, I like you guys. I hope you keep me around." Okay, and then just sat down. That was basically the
all right,
gist of his
fall
whole
out,
speech.
bros.
He was like, "I'm just gonna say a few words," and that was them.
I mean, how do you follow a terrible speech like that?
I just think at that point I would just be like, Julie, I pass.
I plead
And
the
then
fifth.
You look so dumb right now.
But no, what if you were just like, I would like to give up my right to have an eviction speech and then just sit back down.
Julie, I think I'm good.
Regret. No, we're good. Just back to you. Back to you, Jules.
Just looks at all the house guests. He's like,
that
we're good, right, guys? Yeah, we got this? Okay.
Same, bro. Same. But
I don't think you guys are clowns at all.
I think you guys are nice people.
It's my clown
keep
horn.
this clown, keep this clown out. But and then also Kyle was the most excited when he found out that everybody made it to jury because he's like, you know what that means?
Yeah.
I'd probably hit the bone Alyssa in the jury house when neither one of us wins at some point. What if Kyle gets third and he doesn't even get the jury house time? That would suck.
That would be
Kyle.
really funny.
Or
really
what if he gets there and she's already banging somebody else?
Who, though?
Now that would be a twist.
I mean, Joseph or Monty, I think, are the prime.
I don't think it's going to be Joseph.
I'm just saying, those are.
We had there was like a jury house showmance a couple of seasons ago,
Cat.
wasn't it?
Kat and Nick, yeah.
I was weird.
Didn't Derek and Claire also start something? Like, I mean, they're still together, but didn't that start in the jury house? I think they are. I don't know for sure.
I know that they were like flirty on the show, and then I think they did start like talking. They did a whole segment on it in the jury segment because last year, remember when they were like, we're gonna have 17 jury segments towards the end of the season because the rest of the game is boring as fuck.
Yeah.
Look, we gotta whittle it down to 6 here over the next month and a half. But until then, we want to see what the jury's up to, and it's like every week there's a jury
today.
segment. How about this? They have watercolors.
They play ping pong.
We get a 30-minute jury segment every episode just because like we know you guys are over the gameplay so far.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same thing. Daphne says she follows Derek X and Claire and they're still together. And then Derek X is on the challenge, which I haven't watched yet, but I'm just gonna binge it, I think.
I haven't watched it either.
I saw that I think Xavier's out though. Spoiler alert.
Is he?
So
I think Tiffany's out. I think.
Really
Pretty sure Kai got Xavier out.
I think.
Yeah, I don't really not like Xavier. But it's like,
out.
If you won, I don't want you to win another thing.
It's too much money for you.
Yeah.
Even though
like anybody that was a winner, like Tyson, if he's out, it's like I don't want Tyson to win. I don't want Sarah. Was it Sarah?
Sarah's on it, yeah.
Shouldn't he be off lawyering things?
Tyson?
He is that, bro. He's giving that game up.
Xavier.
He got the model game going.
Oh, Xavier. I thought you were talking about Tyson, and I was like, is he?
No, well, like
pickleball guy.
I guess, if he's just gonna become a full-time model, you're like, oh, I don't have to go and study for cases. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's like, why would I want to do that and have to like do hard work? Not that modeling's not hard. I'm not taking it away, but it's like probably not as difficult as law.
Definitely takes less of a time commitment to your education.
Yep. Yeah, you're like, I don't have to go to school for that, so sick. Let me save some money on that. I don't have to spend all that big bro money on paying back loans. But and then he's on the challenge, or was on the challenge. But what is so exciting about jury is what Ashley wants to know. Jury just means like I think you get a stipend, like you're officially guaranteed a certain amount of money. I think you get paid. I think the people that were on Big Brother, like I think Pooch got like some sort of money because you do get like a payment to be on it at a certain point, but it's
each week or whatever, right?
How long you've been in the house. And I don't think it's a lot, but like when you're in jury, like you are guaranteed a certain amount of money because they have to use you for content for the rest of the season.
And you can't go anywhere or do anything. You can't return to your job.
So like now you see like Pooch and Paloma for a little bit's been online. But you have like the people that go home, like Daniel and Nicole can be online and they do interviews and stuff, but like nobody else is going to have Daniel. Like you're not going to have a Kyle interview when Kyle gets evicted, if he does going forward, or when Jasmine, who's not going to win the game. Say like when Jasmine gets evicted, you won't have a Jasmine interview without it being just from Julie because they don't get to contact with the outside world. Then whoever gets evicted goes and shows like they'll show them like what happened in the competitions. They don't really know all of like the other inside game stuff except for what house guests tell them that are getting evicted. It's kind of like
DRs.
Was it season 2 or 3 where
Danielle?
Was it Danielle? Yeah, Danielle won, and it was she lost. Danielle lost.
She lost because of her DRs.
She was very mean, and like all of the people would get voted out, and then they would go home and they would watch the episodes, and like she was shit talking me the entire season. And then when everybody was really mad, and when Danielle got to the end, and they're like, "We saw all the shit you said." They're like, "Yeah, that was kind of a tainted jury. We're gonna probably have to sequester these people from now on." And so if you're gonna be in the jury and decide the outcome of the game, that's why they put him in the jury house. But like from what I understand, the jury house is pretty dope. Like they just give you a bunch of movies and like I think video games and board games, and it's just like you're not playing Big Brother, but you're getting like free food and drink and like
and a summer vacation.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it sounds
LA.
great.
Yeah, it's in like a fancy like mansion in LA, and pretty sweet gig. And Kyle and Alyssa are just gonna be
banging all over.
They're gonna be banging.
Yeah, because there aren't any cameras. Someone asked if the feeds show the jury house. The feeds do not. They'll do segments in there from time to time, but there are not like cameras there all the time. That's why Alyssa and Kyle it's why Kyle wants to wait for jury house so that they're not on camera.
Yeah, I think they probably film an hour a week when they're in jury.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's like right when somebody shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's very staged. It's like, here, look at me. I'm just playing with this paddle and ball, just bouncing it up and down. Oh, what are you doing?
Look at you coming around the corner. What? Did you?
How did you get here? And like, well, you guys are gonna want to see this. And then
let's find out.
They show the competition. Like, no way, you got backdoored? That's crazy. And so and so is running the house. It's pretty much what it is. Pretty much you get a staycation and have fun and get paid. Technically, it's a vacation because you're already like out of your house.
It's like being on house arrest if you're really rich.
Yeah.
I want to be rich and break the law.
That's the dream,
That's what I'm striving. That's the American dream.
That's the dream.
You want to be Ezra Miller? Got it.
Oh,
no, I honestly like that's the Hawaii guy, right?
Yeah. There's a line.
I thought that we would be mostly like I took a bunch of notes, but I kind of kept everything fairly brief in just the recap because I thought we were going to be covering an HOH competition for the majority of this podcast. And like the eviction episodes always are our longest episodes, and now we're not even 30 minutes in, and it's that's pretty much the episode that we just recapped. I guess we do know Taylor's HOH. We do sort of have some problematic spoilers for a certain house guest that I could let Allison sort of explain to the class if you want to get into that before we get out of here.
We can.
All right.
Spoiler
this is an actual.
alert.
We gotta play this for the 18th time.
They're not gonna.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
This is not a spoiler. There's 0% gonna air this.
I know.
Right, but we're telling you, so
Exclusive.
so yeah, there you go.
You okay, bud? Coughing over there. Yeah, so fuck Terrence. He's worse than Jasmine. Fuck him. He needs to be out of the house.
Terrence, problematic.
Yeah, big ol' asshole.
Are you calling him one or saying he has one?
Both is one has one. Terrence said, I guess he was like on the feeds. The feeds are on a delay because they don't want to show literally everything. And I guess they caught him on that and switched the feeds off. So the actual statement isn't on the feeds, but there are people talking about it. I think Jasmine and Taylor were talking about it in the storage room. And fucking Terrence said that women who stay with their abuser get what they deserve. And then like I guess people were like, whoa, man, what the fuck?
They didn't like that?
That's not cool.
You didn't go over well?
Apparently not. From what I saw, it said that like Brittany was visibly upset. Apparently her last relationship before her husband, she was like, your face, Alex.
That was Brittany eyes.
I see it. Yeah. They didn't look upset enough. But yeah, her last relationship before her husband was abusive. And Joseph checked on her later and asked if she was okay. And she said that in the outside world, she would have said something, but because they're in the house and like, you don't want to be the person who blows up in the house or like
the OB.
Yeah. Like causes drama, whatever. And so she was like, I am not going to say something. And that feels weird. Joseph asked if she wanted him to say something, and Brittany said, nope, just let him keep saying it because America can hear what he's saying. And yeah, nope, don't fuck with that.
No, there's not really anything else to discuss other than, that's a fucking scumbag thing to say. But it is funny where like that it does take a lot of like self-discipline to like hold back and not do what Daniel did.
Yeah.
Even though Daniel was wrong in doing what he did, where he was like, oh, Paloma's upset about you, like, because I'm trying to fuck Paloma and, I'm into her. Like, she's going to love me being like the white knight here. It was like, and now everybody hates you. And it's kind of like, I think you said it the other night where you're like, if you think America loves you, you're definitely hated by America. It's always those people that are like, everybody, like, come on, guys. I'm going to be a fan favorite. Everything's going to go over well. It's going to be great. And then
if you think like Frankie Grande, then America thinks of you like Frankie Grande.
Really blows up my power rankings.
I feel like I would have been like an accurate one where I'd be like, they're going to fucking hate me. And then I'd get out and like, I was right. They did. You guys fucking hate me. Hey! Nailed it.
I was just thinking, like, I was like, yeah, I would know that too. And I would be like, dude, it doesn't matter. Like, nothing would affect my actual life. And I was like, oh, the restaurant I work at would probably just get bombarded with negative reviews.
Yeah, that's what Big Brother Twitter will do for you.
I mean,
I'd be like, hey, just come here and say it to my face. Spend money here, dickhead.
But they don't do that.
No. Yeah, no. I mean, if I was disliked by America, I would legit get fired for creating a controversy and misrepresenting a school district in Texas. Yeah. So, like, that would suck. But, I mean, I just...
There's always OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I don't have that route to fall back on.
Do it.
I've thought about it.
A lot of money in feet. A lot of money in feet.
I've been telling Emma, I was like, I will take the feet pictures. Like, I love you. I just don't really care about, like, I'm not into feet,
I've considered shaving the hair off of my feet just to, like, see if I can fool some people.
Paint your toenails?
Yeah, paint my toenails. I don't give a fuck. Why not?
Get that money.
I think men's feet they've got their own niche too.
Oh yeah, it's the hair.
Yeah, people love that shit. Emma, everything is special about your
I'll
feet.
go for it.
Your feet are great, Emma. Your feet are great. And I told you, the offer's still there. Like, nobody has to know they're your feet.
Yeah.
Nobody has to know they're your feet.
Feet are back.
We just get all the money from it, like that's extra money.
Yeah.
Looks like everyone is standing together in the kitchen except Terrence is not there.
Indy's in the bathroom.
Probably being misogynistic there too. Like calling somebody a whore.
Someone's in the shower. It looks like Turner's in the shower.
Whoa.
Weird thing to say.
Yeah, when I said everybody, it's because I'm not good at counting. And I only go up to 5. Me and Daniel have that in common.
Mm-hmm.
Are they covered in hair?
I don't know.
It does appear that they are. Yeah.
That's disgusting.
It's not real hair. Calm down.
Fake hair.
I mean, I get that. I'm well aware that would be so much worse, but it looks gross as hell. My sound is off, but half of them look real concerned.
Have you guys seen the commercials for the She-Hulk attorney at law?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the girl from Orphan Black.
Brittany
Never
has a
heard
bunch
of
of green paint on her face, and she looks like She-Hulk attorney at law right now. Somebody just Photoshop her face on She-Hulk, and
Emma said they're covered in the hair from the unadopted animals.
That's not gonna help them get adopted.
It's your fault, America, that you didn't adopt these animals, and now their hair is in competitions because of it.
And now America hates Emma the most.
No.
I'm right.
That's fucking funny.
So pretty much, I mean, I feel like that wraps up our coverage. Terrence is a misogynist and he's a problematic dude. And I mean, again, Taylor as HOH, who's their noms now? Daniel was the guy she hated the most in the house.
She's been telling the girls she was gonna go after Monty, but that doesn't seem like something she would actually do.
I mean, Terrence is like, now that the bestie twist is over, is Terrence an auto nom?
Yeah. So what?
I mean, he's not gonna win veto. So like, no matter what happens, you could put Monty and Terrence up there.
I don't know. He was
Monty
second.
Wins, you still take Terrence out.
He was second in OTEV, which like he was climbing up a ramp. He could pull something out, I guess.
He's got the old man strength.
Yeah,
I would
he could
bet
pull it from the deep.
money that he doesn't though. So I think I don't think Terrence is somebody you necessarily have to backdoor. Is what I'm saying.
No, I agree. No. Yeah. Apparently, after he said that, it became a thing where it was like both sides of the house, leftovers and non-leftovers, were like, "Nope, get him out of here."
So just to like please the house, I feel like that's an easy like. All right, no blood on my hands.
Take the win on your HOH week.
Yeah,
and he's also been a fucking snitch. He was also a snitch this last week too. So it's like America's already kind of like, fuck this guy. And today, everybody just was like, fuck this guy, like easy nom without getting anybody upset.
Yeah, and he's been shit talking Taylor. He has not stopped. He was calling her this bitch. He and Daniel were talking about how like, is she really Miss Michigan? What is Michigan the name of a grocery store? Like, how many people live in that state? And I'm like, sir, you don't have like, come on. She is objectively fine as hell.
Yeah.
Respectfully, yes. Yes, she is.
Like, we were talking about this yesterday with Jasmine.
Inside and out.
Yes. But we were talking about this with Jasmine yesterday, that you can say that somebody is an attractive person without, like, whatever. And I think everybody can agree. Taylor is an attractive person. She's beautiful.
I believe the term I would use is absolutely gorgeous, but yeah. Like, it's like not even real that people are that hot. Like, get the fuck out of here. She
looks like a fucking Barbie in like the best way possible.
Yeah.
But like she's Michigan a grocery store because she could never actually win Miss Michigan. Like, come on.
I mean, I actually kind of feel bad though for the person who's going to go out next week. Like, you got to spend a whole week alone with Terrence.
It's a double though. That's what
that's
Julie
right.
was saying about the 2 HOH thing, which I do think is interesting. Oh wait,
Okay,
no.
Then this week they're gonna spend a whole week alone with
Not
Terrence.
this week. Next week, right?
Oh,
Wait, but
see, I'm confused.
why is Thursday 2 hours? I thought it was 2 hours
Maybe it
on
is.
next Thursday because
Oh,
that's
that
what
might
they
be
were
it.
doing.
So like it's basically just the Survivor double tribal that they're
Yeah.
bringing into Big Brother. Then, when
But
they
then there would
do
be a
this.
second HOH, like now. Otherwise, it's just a normal double. So is this really like a
Or
triple?
is the double? Fuck, I don't know.
Like, why do we have 2 hours this Thursday? 2 HOH competitions wouldn't take that long.
Unless it's one of those where it's like you split the house, like it's like a draw, and it's the same comp, and then it's just like whoever finishes on either side, your HOH, boom, boom, you got to nom these 2 people, like 2 people from your side.
Yeah.
They split them up like they did in Survivor with the tribes. You can do the same thing.
Oh, that's totally where
It's
they
the
got
same-
this idea.
But at the same time, they can just do it instead of we're on Survivor, we get to watch the same comp twice. Or maybe they do it that way. I don't know.
It just doesn't make sense to me that we would get a 2-hour episode for this because they can do a quick HOH and split the house in half.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna find out more as the week goes on. Definitely follow us on Twitter at @PassiGrayBro. Allison's at Affable Allison, and I mean Spoiler Girl, our friend Spoiler Girl, probably
she'll
share
find out
some of that stuff. She always is posting stuff. If y'all don't follow Spoiler Girl, you'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. But she knows a lot of stuff, and sometimes she's right. So we'll know more as the week goes on. Brock in the chat says that Taylor should put up Jasmine so that she's in the jury house alone and she has to hobble around and fend for herself. We're actually rooting for it to be Jasmine because Jasmine's birthday is this week. I don't know if you've watched any of the feeds because she's talking about just about every second of every conversation she's in, and everybody's like, we don't really care. Like, we don't care.
I want her to be a have-not this week on her birthday. I feel like that's mean and petty, but also...
we are also mean and petty.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
That's how we are. I own that. I don't have a problem being that way.
Who else was out first? Brittany. I don't remember the order.
Indy hung on for a little while. Michael was out.
Michael was
HOH. Fuck, you're right. Yeah, Brittany and Jasmine is what I could think of first.
And then Terrence.
Yeah.
Was it Monty? Was he 4th out?
I don't know. Dawn asking, tune in now, asking who won HOH. It was Taylor. Queen Taylor, the queen of the Lays, is our head of household now. Her first of the season. Felicia's gonna call Julie and find out why.
Please do that.
So
let us
Felicia,
know.
get back to us ASAP, please. Well, we'll be awaiting your message. That's pretty much it, though, guys. I don't really have anything else. Like we could ramble and fill some more time, but I feel like this is gonna be an interesting episode on Sunday to kind of see what's going. Like, no HOH comp. What do we see? Do they do the thing where they start the veto or whatever?
They are gonna show the HOH.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Just not everybody.
Damn it, it's gonna be 30 minutes. It's gonna be 30 minutes of like. So I just knew I had to hold on. Like the HOH being shown on TV is gonna be about as long as the actual competition.
I mean, honestly, they should just air the actual competition.
That'd be funny, and then just use the last 20 minutes for mop up.
Yeah, it was the shortest HOH. Oh, the shortest wall comp. I do think though. I was gonna say I do think though that if Jasmine's in the jury house alone, she's not gonna hobble around because nothing's fucking wrong with her ankle anymore.
Absolutely, it's not.
If
I mean, like
nobody's there, she doesn't have to be performative.
Right, and like we saw her again, like hugging Indy as she was going to vote. Like she was not using the cane, took 2 steps, full on embrace, and then went back to hobbling into the voting room. But if you had to go, let's go around before we head out. And you had to pick who Taylor's gonna nom. Who do you think the 2 noms are gonna be?
The initial noms, or who do we think she's gonna have?
Who do you think the initial noms are gonna be? And then if you want to throw out who do you think the target is?
Well, Terrence.
Yeah.
Terrence and Jasmine. Why not just get 0 blood on your hands?
That would have
people that can't do anything.
That would have been what I wanted to do. Then you backdoor Monty if that might be your target, but I don't think time to take a shot at Monty really.
Alyssa, they want to go after Alyssa.
Yeah, but I think this week I don't think anyone's going to get backdoored after Terrence's bullshit. I think everyone's just going to be like, all right, let's get him the fuck out of this house.
Yeah.
That might be really what happens. And again, no matter what, like Terrence is a safe nom because if you have another target and they win veto, like who gives a shit? Still got Terrence as the fallback. Anyways, it's a pretty perfect week for an HOH for her. I really hope it is Jasmine and Terrence. So that would make my week if I see those two sitting in there in the nomination judge on Sunday. But that's pretty much all we got tonight. I am at Alex J. Middleton. Allison's at Affable Allison. Pat's at Not Pat Dion on Twitter. And we are at Pass Grady Bro as a podcast. Please, if you're listening to us, go subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pass Grady Bro on YouTube, and our Facebook page. And if you're watching us, go hit that subscribe button on your podcast app, wherever you get your podcast, just to give us the subscription numbers, help us out, and share us with a friend. We're going to be back with I guess Pat won't be here. We already heard that last week, but Allison, myself, Emma, and probably Chris will be back for a Sunday power ranking episode as we talk about watching Taylor win her first HOH of the season, and we'll see who she nominates. And until then, you guys have a good weekend, and when we talk to you guys on Sunday, Pass the Grady Bros.
Big brother, it's big brother. It's my brother, it's your brother, it's our brother. It's his brother, it's her brother, it's their brother. On Pass the Grady Bro.